What's up, Planesrockers? Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and you're gearing up for a Happy New Year. So, here's the deal. We have been trying to figure out a upgrade path for the budget Golgari. This has been a huge challenge because the strength of Golgari is that it can be so adaptable depending on the meta, and you have so many cards that you can shift in and out, which is really hard to figure out just the right configuration for the deck. So I have been playing around with the numbers. I've lost a lot, I've won some, and I think I finally landed on one that I'm really excited about. I think I went on a 6-win streak with it. So it might work a little bit different for you depending on the decks that you're running into, but I think that this is a pretty solid build for the best of one format. The ones for the best of three kind of have their own configuration, so I wasn't able just to find a stock deck list to put together for you, so I had to kind of work on my own for the best of one. But I think that we finally got a pretty good one here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the upgrade path, the cards to take in and out in the right order so that you get the maximum strength of the deck without losing the integrity of the deck. And then after we're done with that, we're going to get into some gameplay so you can see it. So let's do it. Let's rock. All right, if you're not familiar with the original budget Golgari list, here it is. I'll also put an annotation up in the top so you can just go straight to the deck list video if you've not seen the original one. But here we are. A lot of these cards do stay the same, so that is what's really good about this deck. So we have some mythic upgrades as well as some rare upgrades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the rare upgrades and then we'll go into the mythics after that. So what I think is the very first major change, just for the consistency and the overall power level of the deck, is to up your find finality to the full 3 copies that's run in a lot of decks. So I'm going to up that one to 3, and the card that I want to take out in place of that is a Platecrafter. I think Platecrafter is kind of weak in the current meta because there's a lot of tokens, there's a lot of just 1/1 cheap things going on in the white weenie decks, and so its ability to hit a lot of stuff is not really there. So taking that one out seems to be the first best option. So now the next thing is the explore package. The next thing you're going to start doing is adding in your Jade Light Rangers and taking out your Seeker Squires. Your Jade Light Rangers are just an overall way better explore. They give you 2 triggers and it just becomes a beefy creature. So taking out the Seeker Squires and then upping your Jade Light Rangers is really the next best major step to increasing the overall power level of this deck. So now I already mentioned that the Platecrafters are really kind of weak in this meta. So the next one, we're going to take out both of those, but we're going to add in another good 3-drop that's mono black in its place, and that is Midnight Reaper. Just a really strong card. Now the reason this is so good is when you're going against decks with board clears, it allows you to refill your hand if you have a ton of your dudes on board. Just make sure that you're not overextending into settle the wreckage turns, because then you don't get the refill with this guy. But I think that it's very strong and has really just helped me refill my hand in a ton of these matches. So the next major change that you're going to want to do is up your Vraska's Contempt. It's just much stronger than Ravenous Chupacabra because of its ability to, 1, gain you life, and 2, hit Planeswalkers. So the next step is to up those to 3 and then drop the Ravenous Chupacabra down to 2. So, I mean, you can do 1 and 1, have 2 Vraska's Contempt, 3 Chupacabras for a while, and interchange them as you can. But that is really you want to have the Vraska's Contempts over the Chupacabra because of its flexibility to hit Planeswalkers as well. So the next thing is, it's not the most important rare in the deck, so you actually can do this one last after the lands, but I'm going through the actual playable cards first. I added an Assassin's Trophy in the deck because of the fact that it can hit more than just creatures. You can hit a flipped Azcanta. You can hit an Azcanta before it flips. Other enchantments that are removing your creatures. It's a flexibility in hitting that stuff is kind of important to have that one of, just as an out for some of those tougher things that could wreck your game plan. And then lastly in the rare spot is updating your lands. Now I don't know that there's a major change on the best way to do it, but I do like the woodland cemeteries because they don't cost you life in this meta, this aggressive meta. So I probably would change those out first, but it's here or there. It's not really that big a deal. So you know before you get rid of all of your gates, I would say up your cemetery. Drop a forest, up a cemetery. See, I don't have the full place out of those, but I've still been doing well with it. But then up a cemetery, drop a swamp, or add in the other one is your overgrown tombs. Add one of those in, and then you know uh drop another forest and another one. Just go back and forth, so that you're not having too many forests or too little forests. Just go back and forth and kind of keep an eye on what that is, and then eventually, if you once you get the 4 copies of both of these, then you can start taking out the guild gates in place of the forests and the swamps, because you don't want all of your lands coming in untapped. You want to start taking these out so that you can have most of your lands coming in untapped, which is just a way to speed up the deck. So now onto the mythic track. What you're going to want to do is get Vivian Reed. Vivian Reed is just a powerhouse in this deck to get rid of enchantments, flyers, and then to keep drawing you cards and gain you that advantage. And eventually, if you get to the ultimate, it is almost unbeatable. It's awesome. So that's the... Vivian. So I play 2 of her in the deck, and as I added her, I just took out the Golgari Fine Brokers. I think that's just an okay replacement, because the Fine Brokers are getting you card advantage and putting a threat on the board, and Vivian is really about a card advantage and taking some other threats off the board. So it's not an even trade, but it's fairly close. So, and then the final thing is to add Carney the Dinosaur, good old Carnage Tyrant. I like to play 3 of these. So I actually drop the eldest down to 3, add another one, and then fully remove all the cast downs in the deck, and then add a third. So this is basically the composition of the deck that I've been running. I do have the overgrown... I think I have 3 overgrown tombs. Right. I have 3 overgrown tombs and 2 woodland cemeteries, but yes, I would like the full play set of those. But as I've seen, I went on a 6-win run without having the full mana base. So it is not absolutely imperative, but it does over time increase your win rate. So I think I'm going to drop a guild gate for that, just because I want most of my lands coming in untapped. So I would say that this is the best upgrade path for this deck, and we'll take this into some rounds so you can see how this deck is performing in ranked. So let's go check those out. All right, this is match 1. Win or lose, you guys are going to see how this deck performs, because I want this to be a fair representation. So this is not ideal because we'd like more lands. Opponent is mulliganing as well. Let me see here. 2 lands. I think I'm going to keep it. We do have the Wild Growth Walker, and then we can draw into some lands. So, and we have a couple more draws because opponent goes first. So we're going to start with the Guild Gate, obviously, because Overgrown Tomb gives us the possibility to enter untapped if need be. So what we're going to hope for is Overgrown Tomb, play Wild Growth Walker, and then we'll have a land for the Jade Light Ranger. So it looks like we're up against another Golgari deck, which is pretty good. So I'm interested to see. Okay, so this I'd actually let's pay 2 life. Put the Druid of the Cowl on the board. That way we have a guaranteed land, mana ability, and then see what happens. He probably plays the Midnight Reaper this turn. Oh, Journey into Eternity. That's crazy. Okay, so when it dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. Okay, so we're going to hopefully get a land off the top, and then we do not have a land. But we will play Llanowar Elves. Okay, and then we will play a Wild Growth Walker, and then Vraska's Contempt will be a really good way to remove this and also get rid of Journey to Eternity. We don't want to kill it because we don't want this to flip. We want to get it exiled. It's just a better way to do it. So I'm glad that this is not bigger. so we're going to we'll do it on their turn. No. So what we could do is we could go to blocks here and then exile that, see if he tries to do anything with this. Yeah. All right, so first things first, I'm the realist. Second thing, we're going to get rid of this guy with Vraska's Contempt. And then he probably destroys Wild Growth Walker here because that obviously will get him the most value over time. And then, yeah, he swings for 2, of course. That's fine. We expect that to happen. So now here's the question. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy the Chupacabra because I have something that can block the 2/1 almost indefinitely. I don't need to do it yet, but I do have that ability. And then I have a Vraska's Contempt right now. Yeah, so we'll get rid of the Llanowar Elf right now. I'm not excited about him bringing stuff back with this. Maybe we can get an Assassin's Trophy and blow that up, or kind of go from... Okay. I am going to Jade Light Ranger on this turn because I really want to find some lands, and this will give me the most options to get some lands. We're going to bin that, hopefully get one off the top. Oh my gosh, bin that. We are really struggling for... I'm actually going to get rid of the Branch Walker here because I feel like a lot of these other cards are super valuable for us in the long grindy game. Holy crap, man, this guy is going off. Okay, we're going to get rid of our Chupacabra here. And shoot. All right, that doesn't do us much good right now. Let me see, what does it get us back? Wild Growth and Jade Light. I think that's better than what we have going on. So we'll do that. We'll get the Wild Growth Walker. We'll get the Jade Light Ranger. I'm not going to play this yet because he's going to probably get a Chupacabra back, and I want this guy to actually hit and get some value from the Jade Light. So I'm not going to attack. I'm going to see what the opponent does. I have to discard a card. So I'm assuming he probably picks a Chupacabra here, blows up my Jade Light Ranger, and then after that we will, I don't know, we're going to try to figure out how to get back into the game from there. It's just our flood right now really sucks. So I'm going to get rid of this. Yep. Oh, wow, he's getting rid of that. Okay. Sure. Fine. It's really smart to keep me off the mana. It's the right thing to do. But I'm just really, really surprised that we have not found more mana. Okay. What's the right play here? Do I play this without getting the value on this so that I can just dig for stuff? Do I save the Vraska's Contempt? Okay, I think I'm going to save the Vraska's Contempt, hopefully draw into a land next turn, and then see what happens. Maybe if we can keep his stuff off the board. No attacks, because we're really hurting. We need this life gain pretty bad. Oh, yeah. We're not dead yet, but we do have to get rid of that. Yeah, this game is pretty much non-winnable. We're missing too many land drops. It was a bad keep on my part, so wow. Yeah, this game is Dunskies. Play that. Play this. Not that it really much matters at this point. especially with the Doom Whisperer. We just have no way to interact with that, and that's not going to save us. No, we actually have to bin that. I don't know why I tried to keep it on top. Okay. Did we see what the other card off the top was? Oh, we saw it one time, then we binned it the second time. I get it. I don't know. He's digging for answers. I'm just gonna concede this one. I don't think it's too early to concede. We're just way too far behind because of our lands. So we're just gonna go into the next one. All right, Sweet Baby J. Oh my gosh, we're in that spot. This is like almost literally the exact same hand that we had last time, except we go first this time. And the difference is we have a Merfolk Branchwalker. Shoot. How much of a mistake is it to keep this? Did I learn my lesson last time? I didn't. But we'll see what happens. Mono red. Okay, well, this is a great hand against mono red. Okay. Okay, so that enters tapped. We'll play the Llanowar Elves out. And then next turn, maybe we can Chupacabra or just Merfolk Branchwalker. I mean, we're obviously not. Okay, so he's going to get rid of this, which is it's the right play. And then Wizard Lightning our face. Nope, he doesn't have a second spell. Otherwise, he would have used it. All right, so we're going to play a Merfolk Branchwalker here. Hopefully we get a land. Please give me a land, doo-doo-doo. Please give me a land, doo-doo-doo. Oh, so he did have Wizard's Lightning. Interesting. Well, we got our land, so that's good news. And then hopefully we can Ravenous Chupacabra on the Steamkin, obviously. Come on, untap land. This game hates me. Okay, so we're going to play this just so we have a threat to block some stuff. We need to shore up our life total as much as possible. He probably plays... oh, Lava Coil. Interesting. Okay. Alright, goes to attacks. We really need to land this turn, or it's basically game over at that point. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's one thing we could get. Does he burn it before? Yeah, burn it before the Explore triggers. This guy knows how to play his deck, which is good. Land. Okay, 2 lands. Oh my gosh, if we had a land that turn, we probably would have been better off, but... Okay. So here we go down to 6. And then next turn we go down to 3, so any spell kills us. Okay, well this has to happen. So he's got a burn spell, or... If he has Wizard's Lightning, then it's just game. I don't know what he possibly... Lightning Strike, that is... Okay. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, only option is to Vraska's Contempt his Chain Whirler. Make him think that he is going to live. Really? That's interesting. I wonder why he just attacked with that. That doesn't make, like, any sense to me. That just makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay. Next. We're just going to do that again. So we're going to let him try to do a burn spell. Okay. We're going to put a stop here so it doesn't go to combat. And then before he gets his creature. We're going to gain our life. Oh my gosh, this game feels very unbeatable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, get rid of his guy, and then hopefully we can get these back and survive a turn getting... Oh, he exiled the other guy, didn't he? Alright, well, we'll get that back. We'll get a Chupacabra back so we can remove some stuff. Okay, and then we'll see what happens. If we die, we die. Yep, I mean, what are you going to do? Alright, note to self. Do not keep 2 land hands. Alright, let's hope for a good... Oh my gosh, every single hand has been 2 lands. But this is fine. We have Llanowar Elves in this one. Okay. I know we have enough mana in the deck. That's not our problem. I just can't seem to figure out why we're having such trouble actually getting a decent mana to playable ratio. So I don't know if opponent's on control. Okay, blue-white, so possibly Jeskai. Alright, I am going to... I'll pay the 2 life. We'll see if we can get this to land. It probably won't. Probably has Syncopate or something, but... Okay, cool. So, that landed. He probably has Opt in hand with the fact that it gave him priority. So, Opt or Revitalize. He's got a couple options. Blue-white, he could be on Jeskai control. He could be on a blue-white mill. He's got a couple things that he could be doing right now. Alright, so we're gonna... That's gonna enter tapped. We're gonna go to full attacks. See what he has. Okay. I mean, if this hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not the end of the world. Cool. Do we want that? That's not anything that helps us right now. We're really trying to dig for lands. Anticipate. I have no clue what this guy's playing. I don't know any deck that plays Anticipate. Alright. That can enter tapped. Next. Next. He definitely has Settle open, so we'll just swing with that one. Maybe he plays Teferi. Bant. Okay. If he plays Teferi and pluses, we'll just Vraska's Contempt right away. Gift of Paradise. Okay. That is not bad. Because he doesn't have 4 mana available, which means we can pretty freely attack. Except, I'm going to leave the Llanowar back because I really want to keep it. Boom, bam. Okay, play the Wild Growth Walker. And hopefully we don't get Cleansing Nova. If we do, though, then we get a bunch of card draw. So that feels pretty sweet. Nexus of... Okay. Wow, people play Teferi? Isn't that like a fringe card? JK. LOL. Okay. Wells, obviously. Let's see what happens here. We're going to Vraska's Contempt. Okay, so that happened. How about just these two? Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying not to get blown out by Settle. And I'm trying to keep my guys open as much as possible. The reason I did Vraska's Contempt that turn instead of Carnage Tyrant is because if he decided, sweet hand refill, Batman. If we were able to have him like counter that or something, then we just know we had a free attack. So it was almost just a free turn to run that and then get a bunch of damage in. So okay, play this, play that. Maybe we can run him out of Cleansing Novas before, before we slam these Carnage Tyrants. But hey, we have 3, so that's going to be hard for him to deal with. What has he got for me? Nexus of Fate. Yep. The good thing is he doesn't have any other things that go good with Nexus of Fate yet. He doesn't have Escanta. He doesn't have Teferi. I'll give you a land, please. Yep, you can have that land, please. Alright. Let's see what he does. Alright, so at this point in the game, I am just probably going to refuse to go... We'll make him an offer. He can't refuse. I'm just going to refuse to hit the Planeswalkers. I just need to hit face at this point. So it's the only thing I can think to do. He probably takes Settle here. He would have had the option to do that regardless last turn. So we'll just make him use it on the 1 Carnage Tyrant. Oh, okay. I'm surprised he didn't take it. So it must mean he has one in hand. That's the only reason I can think that he didn't take that, is that he has one in hand. Okay, well. Good for you, man. Just good for you. Yep. Nexus of Fate. Take another turn, as usual. Revitalize, gain your life, good for you. Be proud of yourself. Draws a card. Gets Settle the Wreckage off of this. No. Sure. I don't even know if that's right. He sees more cards, can get more Nexus of Fate. Okay, Gift of Paradise, of course. Alright, gets to anticipate, maybe find the Nexus. Didn't take him long, so he must have found it. 5, yeah. I don't think we ever get to take another turn. Maybe I was too cautious trying to play around Settle. I don't know, we were pretty decently in this game for a while. Don't want to give him Escanta at all. He's gaining all of his life back, so this sucks. This is why the Golgari decks aren't, he literally like back up to full life. This is why the Golgari decks aren't like super amazing right now. Because of these rampant Nexus of Fate decks, you just can't kill them fast enough. And then they just keep going. He's doing all this without having search for Escanta, which is insane. Okay, I've seen enough. Alright, well, we're 0-3. Maybe we can actually try to get some wins with it. Okay, this hand looks really good. Overgrown Tomb, Woodland Cemetery. Looks good to me. Opponent's down to 5. This is not really going to be much of a game. Ooh. Don't see that very much. Okay, so we're going to play the Cemetery and then the Wild Growth Walker. Oh, cool. Okay, Cemetery, Wild Growth Walker, and then of course Merfolk Branch Walker the next turn. Seems to be the right order of events. And then we have a Vraska's Contempt for this guy later on down the road. That can enter tapped. Play that. Sweet. Get the buff on this unless he destroys it. Yep, cast down, sure. Look at all these Carnage Tyrants. Okay, so sweet. We got the forest, and then we can exile that next turn. No blocks. Right? Okay. Next. Attack in. See what he does. Alright. End turn. And then we will Vraska's Contempt this 100%. See you later, Vanguard. Sweet. Got him. Got him. He's probably trying to figure out why that didn't work. Nice. Okay. Do that. Next. All attack. Boom. Play Druid of the Cowl, of course. Yeah, this is just not really a fair game. But then again, neither is Nexus of Fate, so I can't really feel that bad, right? Bada boom. So something that I'm doing wrong here is you typically want to play these things after combat. But, you know, you don't want to show them too much information during combat. Yeah. Kind of expecting that. Okay. I think this is an okay turn to Vivian. See if we can find a land. Okay, we find a Wild Growth Walker, which is not bad either. If we don't have any action next turn, we can play the Wild Growth Walker into Branch Walker, or we can... Oh, we can play Wild Growth Walker into Jade Light Ranger, which is even better. And hopefully we get a land off of that, and then we can start running out some Carnage Tyrants. Huh. Interesting. I keep it. I like it. I like it enough. Yeah, son. Yeah, son. Yep, gain his life. Let's see what he does here. Vraska's Contempt. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do here is all attack. Boom. Play that. Graveyard. I really want some lands for Carnage Tyrant. Thank you. And what? We'll just put it out there so we can have lethal on board, hopefully. And see what happens. Put the impetus on him to actually draw something this turn. Sack Fountain of Renewal. This is only play right now. And then hopefully get a board clear. If he does, this guy's a god. Okay, well, it's not a board clear, but it's pretty decent. Okay. So, all attack. Boom, boom. Carney T. And play that. So I think if he doesn't have a Cleansing Nova here, that's pretty much seal. Okay. Sure. I don't know. Good. All right. Good game. We kind of started off rough, but I think we can get back into these games. This doesn't have much going on early, but I don't want to send it back, so hopefully it'll be good enough. All right. Throw out a Foraste. Hello. Good game. Yes, it is quite the good game. I love playing Magic. Hey, cool. Mirror match. Sweet. Alright, so this is a Midnight Reaper kind of turn here. Now the question that I have to ask myself is, do I want to make this block for another chance to get a land? Or do I just kind of let it happen? This is a pretty important decision, I think. I think I do. Yeah. Okay, well, it's kind of a land. It's a sucky version of it, but it kind of works. It'll allow us to at least Chupacabra. Yeah, no blocks there. If he plays the Wild Growth Walker this turn, yeah, then we use this to get rid of that. Okay, Guildgate. Use this to get rid of the Wild Growth Walker, and then we can use a Chupacabra to block that. And I think we've got ourselves a game here, people. We have got ourselves a game. Let's see what he plays here. Yeah, 100%. We'll take that. And then Carney T. No way. Alright, so I'm not sure what the right play is here. I don't want to just play like Vivian, because it just gets wrecked by... But he can lose his Llanowar. And then if he doesn't have anything this turn, then I can Eldest Reborn, right? Yeah, let's just say he doesn't have anything. Yeah, fat chance, right? Hey, this deck list looks familiar. This deck list looks familiar. What's the right play here? Your opponent discards a card. Let's see what he picks. Carnage Tyrant is so good. I like kind of need my own to be able to get back into this game. But so I can Vraska's Contempt. What does he have in his bin? What do I have in my bin? A buttload of crap. Alright, well, I'm just really not sure what the right thing to do is. You're gonna cast that down? Ooh, yes, please. Yes. Take action? What do I need? I guess it doesn't matter. We'll take a forest. Cool. Pass. Okay, we will Vraska's Contempt here. If only we could keep his like board clear. That's our problem. If we could keep his board clear, then we could actually, you know, get rid of this Carnage Tyrant. But as it stands, he's trying to check to see what we can get back. Yeah, I can get back a Chupacabra. Kill the Wild Growth Walker. Okay, he's getting rid of that. Take action. Get a Swamp this time. Maybe I just top deck a Carnage Tyrant. Yes! Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. Even if I lose this game, that has to be. We have to like put that in the replay. Heck, that was so cool. All right, and then what is this, a fine finality turn or just to keep his board clear? Yeah. Let's just do this real quick. We'll keep his board clear. That was so good. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was just really the coolest thing. Okay. I want to shore up my life total and put some threats on the board, so I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh my gosh, we might actually win this game. Sure, he gets rid of that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to play our Eldest Reborn and get back in this game. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That's the game. That's the stuff that you live for when you play Magic. That is really the kind of stuff that you want to see when you play Magic. Okay, opponent discards a card. They had nothing in hand. It's good to know. I really didn't have to do that. That was... I could have done this first, but... Well, we all know that I'm not really looking for more lands. But we're looking for land noir elves. Holy crap. That's insane. Eldest Reborn. Sure. So now we're going to get back... we're going to get back their Carnage Tyrant. And we're going to destroy their enchantment. And I'll attack. Play this because we want to be able to win the game next turn. Graveyard, it doesn't matter. Okay. Wow. What a game. What a game of Magic. Sure. Okay, so we're gonna destroy this. Play another Vivian Reed. Oh my gosh. We won. Freak yeah. That was a game. That was a game of freaking Magic. We're on an uphill climb, so let's freaking do this. Let's freaking do this. Opponent goes first. This is a great hand. We got the 3 lands that we want to see. We've got... I almost misclicked there. We got Wild Growth, Merfolk. This just looks so good. If this isn't a Nexus of Fate deck, then we probably can win this game. Okay, Timber Gorge. I'm not familiar with too many red-green strategies going on right now. Ooh, Jund. Jund. Okay, Wild Growth Walker. Okay, so here's the question. How greedy am I to do Wild Growth Walker into Merfolk? How greedy am I? The thing is, how much fun do we want to have? That's the real question. He's probably going to get rid of this guy anyway, so the correct play next turn... Oh, he didn't. The correct play next turn would have been to play that anyway. Wow, what is this guy on? What is this guy doing? I admire this dude. I have so much respect for what this guy's doing right now. I don't know what it is, but I have a lot of respect for it. Okay, no removal, no removal, no removal, no removal. Attack, I don't care. No blocks. Please, no removal. We're gonna do it. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? No, he has something. Whatever. We're still pretty decent shape here. Okay. Yeah, we're in super decent shape here. What do we got? I'm in graveyard that. We don't really need it. We've got plenty. We've got plenty. Oh. So here's the thing here. We could block this turn, but we're not going to because we don't want to give him something to get back with his Golgari Findbroker yet. That's thinking ahead right there. That is thinking ahead. All right. But now we are going to give him something. But just a measly Llanowar elf is all. Bada boom. That's all we're going to give you. Smart. Smart. Cast down. Oh, Assassin's Trophy. Heckin' yeah, man. Heck yeah. We'll take a swamp here. And then all attack. Play Druid of the Cowl. Bada boom. Bada pow. Okay. Golgari Findbroker. Yep. Getting back Llanowar Elf. Yep. Then we're just going to play Carney T. Unless we have a removal for this. Oh. Okay. So, still not worth it. Alright. Next. No attacks for this turn. If he does a bunch of things, okay. Okay, so the correct thing to do here, I think, I may be completely wrong. I think I just attack with this and see what happens. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, totally. That's fine. He's gonna bring it back. And then, so now I have the question of, well, I can just find finality. You know what? We'll just do this. Make him sacrifice something and then start getting some more advantage there. I think this is the correct play. Yep. Yeah, the obvious choice is to sacrifice that. All right. And then we can get back our Carnage Tyrant later. Uh-huh. That was not smart. Unless he's emptying out his hand, which delays him being able to get a Carnage. Oh, find finality. That's the only thing I can think of, is that he has find finality. Otherwise, he just messed up. Because now he has to discard. Banefire. Nice. What a dude. Yeah. Keep your board as clear as possible. Okay. So question, what do I have? I'm trying to maximize what I can do. So I've got a Carnage Tyrant, I've got a Wild Growth Walker, Merfolk Branch Walker. So I can use Find Finality and start building up some thick dudes. I just don't want to waste this. Okay. Okay, so no attacks yet. I'll play this out. I'm really not sure how these next turns look because I can't figure out what he's doing. So what I'm gonna see here is he has to spend his turn to get Carnage Tyrant back, or he knows that I get it with Eldest Reborn. So he has to spend his turn doing that, which means he doesn't get to do much else. Yep. So that's correct. All right. My graveyard, Obvi Carney T. Okay. I think I figured out what I want to do. Yeah. So I'm going to do this and take action, put them there, and then draw a bunch of cards. Yeah. Reload, baby. The reload is real. Concede. Nice. That's how it's done. All right, guys. I hope that this was really valuable, really helpful to you. I know you guys have been waiting for this upgrade path for a long time, so I'm so glad I could finally get it out to you. As you can see, it's hit or miss sometimes. Golgari is kind of in a weird spot in the meta, but I think if you play the deck well, it is very strong. So, you know, I made some mistakes in a lot of those games, but then some of them I made the right decisions and we were rewarded for it. So if you've put a lot of your eggs in the Golgari basket, I think this is a really good upgrade path, and you actually can rank with this deck. It is a strong one if you learn how to play it well. So I'm putting in wins and losses so that you can see mistakes that I've made as well as the correct decisions, so you can learn what not to do as well as the most optimal things that you can do. Again, I'm not perfect with this deck, but it is really fun and I'm learning to do better with it. And I think this is the list that I've had the most success with. So if you have other things that are working out for you, please share those for other people in the comments, because I love your guys' feedback. And I honestly am not the perfect player or the most amazing deck builder in the world. So if you have other things that you're doing, I'd love for you guys to share in the comments. And I just want to thank you so much, guys. We exploded on the Crabcore channel. Like a week and a half ago, we were just pushing that 100 mark, and now we're up to like 300. Guys, that is so crazy, and I thank you so much for your support. I love this community. I love your guys' feedback, and I love that you guys are coming in and interacting on all this content. So thank you so much. I do this because you guys really make content creation so much fun. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and that you have a Happy New Year. And as always, keep rocking on MTG Arena. Peace out, guys.